Here is the real Romeo and Juliet love story. Once upon a time, in the beautiful city of Verona, there lived two young individuals whose names were Romeo and Juliet. Their story is a tale of love, passion, and unfortunate fate. Romeo was a handsome and passionate young man from the Montague family, while Juliet was a beautiful and intelligent young woman from the Capulet family. The Montagues and Capulets were two feuding families, bound by a long-standing rivalry. Despite the animosity between their families, Romeo and Juliet found themselves irresistibly drawn to each other. Their love blossomed in secret, hidden from the prying eyes of their families. They would meet under the moonlit sky, whispering sweet words of affection and promising eternal love. Their hearts were filled with hope and dreams of a future together. However, their love was not meant to be easy. The feuding families and the circumstances surrounding them created a series of challenges that tested their relationship. Friar Lawrence, a wise and kind-hearted man, saw the true love between Romeo and Juliet and decided to help them. He believed that their union could bring an end to the bitter feud. With the help of Friar Lawrence, Romeo and Juliet devised a plan to be together forever. They would secretly marry in the hope that their families would eventually accept their love. Everything seemed to be going according to plan until an unfortunate turn of events changed their lives forever. Tybalt, Juliet's cousin, engaged in a deadly duel with Romeo's best friend Mercutio. In a moment of heated anger, Romeo sought revenge and ended up taking Tybalt's life. The consequences of this act were severe, as Romeo was banished from Verona, leaving Juliet heartbroken. Desperate to reunite with her beloved Romeo, Juliet sought the assistance of Friar Lawrence once again. The friar devised a plan that involved Juliet taking a sleeping potion, which would make her appear lifeless for a short period. Romeo, upon hearing of Juliet's death, would return to Verona, and they would escape together. However, fate had other plans. Romeo, unaware of the friar's plan, received news of Juliet's apparent death. Overwhelmed by grief, he rushed back to Verona and found Juliet in the family tomb. Believing her to be truly dead, Romeo took his own life, unable to bear the pain of living without his beloved. Moments later, Juliet awoke to find Romeo lifeless beside her. Devastated by the tragic turn of events, she took her own life, joining Romeo in eternal slumber. The families, torn apart by grief and guilt, finally realized the senselessness of their rivalry and the tragic consequences it had brought upon their children. In the end, the feuding families reconciled, realizing the true cost of their bitter feud. They erected statues of Romeo and Juliet, side by side, as a symbol of eternal love and a reminder of the tragedy that had unfolded. And so, the story of Romeo and Juliet has been passed down through generations, reminding us of the power of love, the consequences of hatred, and the fragile nature of life itself. It serves as a timeless reminder that true love knows no boundaries, even in the face of adversity and tragic fate. Hope you enjoyed the story. Subscribe and like, share